All right, kids, we're back. So today we are out in the pig pen. We're gonna be doing some fencing today. This paddock is decent sized, it's an L-shaped paddock, and it is separated with electric. The hard part is when it comes to winter up here, we'll get 2 feet of snow, so they'll just end up walking right over it. So we're gonna go ahead and put in some woven wire and a gate. So we'll just kind of go through it. I'll stop at parts where it kind of makes sense to and show you what's going on, and then the majority of it's probably just going to be time lapsed, just so you're not sitting here for 2 hours watching me do fence. So we'll introduce you to everybody just because I'm pretty sure they're going to interrupt me the whole time. So that one is Tally, and that's Amber. They are our gilts that we bred to. You can kind of see him over there. That is Senior. Our 2 gilts, they are Herefords. Love the breed. I've done great with them. And Senior over there, he is a 50-50 cross of Mangalitsa and Ospa Island Hog. So the real plan is to stop chewing on me. The real plan is to try and turn this production pig, which is the Hereford, into something that's a little hardier and can deal with our winter climates a little bit better. So we'll come over and see him. He looks like he's gonna kill your whole family, but he's a big old sweetheart. I know. You're a big baby. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get set up, and I'll jump back on in a minute and we'll get going with it. All right, kids, we're back. So what I did ahead of time before I started the video, I reinforced this corner of the shelter a little bit. I already pre-drilled my holes, so I didn't have to worry about that. We're gonna toss in these gate hinges. They're fairly easy to put on. Just get a good adjustable wrench and just kind of go for it. If you've never put on a gate before, the way you want to put them on is your lower one is gonna be up like this, and your upper one is gonna be like this. 90% of the gates I've bought, they all come with these already, but you can pick them up at any grain or tractor store. I actually adjusted the height of one of the hinges just because of how it's going on, and I want a little more power coming off of the gate, just knowing that the pigs are going to be rubbing up against it. So I'm going to go ahead, jump on, toss these in. I'll probably end up time lapsing this because it'll take me a couple minutes, but we'll jump back. We'll see you in a second. Come on. All right, guys, so that gate's on. As you can see, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but you know what? It works. I'll probably come back around and retighten that nut up a little bit. But as you can see, opens and closes as it should. The reason I put the gate on first is because we are not following this original line. I'm gonna be putting in H-posts here, going all the way over to that corner post, and I'll be stretching woven wire across it. So I'm gonna go ahead, get that all set up, and I will be back. All right, so we're back. So what I went ahead and did, put that first post in the ground just to make sure I got it right. Starting to measure everything out, drew a line so I know exactly where all my posts are gonna go from now on. We're gonna come back through. Let me switch here. Come back through. We'll take out this electric line, and kind of get everything situated. Rerun that one over there. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just set you up, and I'm just gonna get going. I did just get this. It is I don't remember the name of the brand. I will put the Amazon link in the description. Works great, 72 cc's. It busts right through the ground, not a worry at all. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use that for a little bit, and then we will get going on everything. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for that. And I'm gonna set you up, and more than likely, we're just gonna go ahead and time lapse this. All right, we're back. You gotta forgive me. It's been a little bit since I've done fencing. I'm not gonna claim to be the best in the world, but let's try and get this done. All right, just wanted to show you a little trick I like to use when putting in H-braces is pop 2 screws underneath of where you're doing. I will admit this hole was a little off from where I want it, but we got it. So I'll come back around, pop these out, pop them in the post. If you wanted to, you can come back around and put some plywood or another piece of wood there to help brace it, but I know this will work fine. So we're gonna pop you back up and just keep going. As you can see, I'm new to this machine and it is hot as hell. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause again and we'll be back. All right, kids, we're back. So I figured out that little snafu. Again, with new equipment, you're gonna screw up. You gotta figure it out as you go along. So got that dug out, broke a shovel in the process, got a new hole drilled, and we're good to go. So as you can kind of see, sorry for the pig peeing, I have the woven wire laid out. Just wanted to make sure I had a piece that was already kind of cut up. Wanted to make sure I could use that before I open a new roll. I will get that stapled in to the big corner post over there, and I will show you how I'm going to go ahead and stretch this. All right, so I will get this going and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drag this woven wire over, get it stapled up, and we'll start dragging. All right, so you can go ahead and buy woven wire stretchers, but what I've found works just as well. 2 pieces of plywood screwed together. Make sure that it is in between this line, and you got screws on either side. Because what it's going to do is it's going to stretch it to the edge and do what it needs to do. So we are right at the line. So usually the way I do this is I hook it to the tractor and pull, but we're not going to get the tractor in here, so we're going to try it with a chain and a fence stretcher. So, well, here goes nothing. All right, here's the plan. Take this train, put it on that, take this fence stretcher, attach it to that, see how tight we can get it. See how it goes. Try this again. All right, 1 chain didn't work. 1 of 3 you're bound to. So let's try this again. All right. All right, so we're tight. We're gonna go through, tighten everything, or staple everything down. Don't really want to walk over this, so we'll figure it out. We're alive. All right, so there we go. We're pretty tight. That's kind of how I like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop the video. I'll take that brace off. I'm gonna come back with some T-posts and we'll get this thing really secure. And then we're all set. All right, we're back. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through, put some T-posts in. While I was still off camera, I went and finished stapling the end of this. It's not the tightest it's gonna be. I like piano tight on most of my stuff, but I knew I wasn't gonna get that without the tractor. These guys are so calm and so good, I'm not really gonna have to worry about it. The only issue might be when piglets come, and I'll deal with it when I deal with it. I'm not planning on electrifying this fence just because it's an inside fence. Again, I'm not too worried about it. So I'll go ahead and get these T-posts in, get them fastened, and I'll come back, I'll show you the finished project. So I like to go through and use these guys. These guys work awesome. Usually when you buy T-posts, they'll give you like a giant sack of these. And for especially doing woven wire, they are a godsend. So like I said, I'll go through, pop all these on, and by then I'll be done and I can show you guys the finished product. Sorry folks, pigs got you. There's the culprit right there. Come on, get out of here. Come on, let's go. If only somebody built a gate to keep these guys out. Come on, let's go. Come on. All right. All right, folks. So we will do a quick walkthrough. Oop, flipping all around. So, you can see over here, I anchored that down really, really well. I knew that was going to be my anchor point. Like I said, I'm going to come back through after, reconnect those electric lines, just so we can have that one live again. I usually put around 3, depending on how weak or sturdy the fence is. 3 usually seems to work really well. As you can see, it's a little loose, but it's not going to be a problem, especially at the bottom. It's nice. Wood post is in there nice and tight. And the other thing with these wood posts is, especially once it rains, you're gonna go through this and they'll tighten up a little bit. I mean, you can kind of see here from pulling back, but like I said, as soon as it rains, that'll harden back up. Amber was still being sleepy, so I let her stay in here, but Callie was being fun and knocking everything over. But the other thing I did is, as I was in the workshop, I had a couple brackets. We tossed them on there just to make everything a little more stable. So with that, I appreciate you hanging out with me on my first fencing adventure of the year. It never goes great, but I'm glad you guys were here. Thank you.